This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Raiders going up against the Titans.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Play clock winding down. They just get the play off. Now Mariota throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Halfback sent in motion. On third down, Mariota going with a screen for Murray. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a fourth down. They'll try and run with Murray. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. The tight end changing his position. They go back to Murray on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing is Mariota. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In his 10th year, here's Brett Kern to punt this one. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Here's the long-awaited return for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal. And I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Snap comes at one, and it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his first ever touchdown in silver and black. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Titans get ready to take possession. Franchise which has missed the playoffs 8 straight years there in Nashville. But the arrow, I think it's pointing up. 9 wins last year, 5 of them against playoff teams, which was the most in the NFL.
I think the 9 wins was a surprise, but when you mention 5 against NFL playoff teams in 2016, that really tells you what got accomplished in Tennessee last year. They want to be a tough football team. They want to be a ground-based team on offense. They had to get better on defense. They did that in the offseason through some free agency, and then in the draft, they tried to help out their young quarterback, Marcus Mariota. Gave him Corey Davis, a wide receiver, in the first round. Gave him Taywan Taylor, a wide receiver, in the third round. And then on defense, Adoree Jackson, a cornerback who might play a little bit of offense for the Titans as well. They expect to make a huge run to try and wrest the AFC South crown away from Houston.
Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Mariota from the gun on third down. And that's caught by Smith. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. For these Raiders, as they head out on offense, the arrow, I think you'd agree, certainly pointing straight up this season, coming off their first playoff appearance since way back in Super Bowl 37.
And just think about how they've improved since the time they did draft Derek Carr to be their quarterback. They've gone from 3-13 to 7-9 to 12-4. But it wasn't just Derek Carr. Beefed up the offensive line, added some receivers, and got better and better on defense. Khalil Mack, hard to block in the NFL.
They go play action here on first down. And just shedding him off there. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Oh, he bowls over him. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Third down now following the run. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, if we had any questions, that run kind of answered him. He's still Marshawn Lynch.
Hasn't lost a thing, maybe running with a renewed sense of purpose and energy after that year off. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Carr finding Patterson there for a Raider first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
An update now from down in Houston. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Into the red zone, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On second down, Lynch. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back near his goal line, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning. It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at about the 28, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive. And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him. Mariota on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that. I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. A toss to Murray. The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mariota dancing to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Saw some evidence of what Tennessee was talking about in the offseason and really emphasizing on defense, forcing fumbles. Only forced 4 in all of 2016.
The lowest number in the league. They just could not seem to force any fumbles at all last season. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
On play action, now Carr. Cook with a first down and much more. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play on third down for the Titans. And even 50 yards. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Let's get into the weeds here a little bit, partner. The Raiders last year, road games only, committed the most penalties in NFL history for the most penalty yardage in NFL history.
Yeah, hard to believe in something they have to shore up when they're playing away from home. Slot man moves right. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Decker goes in motion left. Second down, Mariota. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. Past the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Janikowski on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Mariota now on second down. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Titans on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A toss play. This is Lynch. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Carr to throw on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Lynch. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun now for Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And now Sebastian Janikowski on from long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Second down following the incompletion.
Single. Watch 84. Flag. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3. Shit. 3. Kill.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Mariota going with a screen for Murray. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Oakland. 44 yards. Gives to Marshawn. Open space inside the 10. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. With Lynch. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The new Raider, Cordero Patterson, to return it. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
93.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr letting one fly deep for Cook. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 79 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
It's the rookie Adoree Jackson on the return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken around the 12. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will take possession. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll run again with Lynch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jarrell Casey able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now Mariota. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Mason. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Mariota to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. Eric Decker was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Play fake. Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Now, we're waiting. Raider 9. Raider 2. Raider 8. You go tight. We're due. What's it on?
On play action, it's Carr. Walford's got it. Complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Carr on the bootleg. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
To throw is Carr. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Janikowski pushes this one to the left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An update now from down in Houston. It's the Texans firmly in control of that one. They've scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now Carr going up top. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carl Klug in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Mariota now from the 50. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Josh Maga. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a play fake. Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Really a tough stretch for the Raiders to start the season. 3 of their first 4 on the road. They'll be home next week hosting the Jets, but then right back on the road traveling out to Washington. And then they'll play at Denver. Never an easy game in week 4.
What you want to do is turn it into a challenge and tell your team, if we handle this stretch, we'll really be dangerous the rest of the season.
Hey, here we go. You got 3 down. 6, 8, 10. No. Off. 734.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield here for Decker. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On play action, Mariota eluding the pressure right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Get down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Raiders on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 3 down, 3 down. Easy, kill.
On play action. Now Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Derek Morgan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the Titans getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. They go play action. Mariota flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. First NFL pick for the rookie corner, Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to get the... Football at the 37-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. This is Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. How will Marshawn Lynch fare? That's the question in the Bay Area. Been out of the game for a year. What do you think?
I think he'll fare just fine. I don't think that they'll use him as often as he was used in Seattle. But when they turn him loose, I think it'll be to great advantage for Oakland.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They run again on first down. Lynch. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You don't deserve anything
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Now Castle. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So 2nd and 10 here. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 16. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Oakland, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.